Pseudonymonic here, back once again with another episode of The Tea Drinker, and today we are looking at Taylors of Harrogate Assorted Speciality Teas. Now, as you can probably tell, they are by appointment to His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, so this is kind of a premium assortment. So I'm looking for big things from this particular assortment, and I got this from Amazon, but they are probably available from the Taylors of Harrogate website. I will post links down below. This retails at, well, I got it on a discount, so I got this for £22. As you can tell, that's a bit more expensive than the usual tea variety packs you usually get, but you are paying for royal approval, I suppose. So let's get this opened and see what varieties that we have on offer from this pack. So we open up, and first of all we come to Decaffeinated breakfast tea, bright and refreshing black tea. Doesn't really say what variety. Of course, Taylors of Harrogate are in association with the Rainforest Alliance, so they're working towards improving the environment and that sort of thing. So yeah, as I said, decaffeinated breakfast tea. We've got a lemon and orange tea, so that's a black tea as well. It says zesty and vibrant. Here we have our old favourite, the Earl Grey. Nice purple on the packaging. Light and fragrant black tea. So here we have for the perfect cup. Then we have a regular English breakfast tea. Again, a black tea. There we go. Here we have a green tea with jasmine, which is probably going to be a quite floral. See, it says fresh and floral green tea. There we go, in the back there. Here we have an organic chamomile, gentle and soothing, caffeine-free infusion. Here we have organic peppermint. There we go. And here we have an Assam, of course, strong and malty black tea. Now, if I just turn this over, it has a little more detail. So if we have a look at the English breakfast tea. English breakfast tea is a true classic. It's a full flavoured and deeply satisfying blend which we make with bright African and malty Assam teas, picked during the second flush harvest. Okay, the decaffeinated breakfast tea. We source seriously flavoured packed teas from the Rift Valley in southwestern Kenya, then gently decaffeinate the blend using a national process. It keeps the character bright and refreshing, perfect for breakfast and throughout the day. So this is an African blend, and this is an African and Assam blend. And the Assam tea. Assam in northeastern India grows exceptional tea in the lush soil of the Brahmaputra Valley, and we pick ours at the peak of the season from some of the region's finest estates during the second flush harvest. It's rich, strong and full-blooded with malty notes. So, and on to the Earl Grey. The elegant fragrance of the bergamot fruit gives Earl Grey its famous flavour. Ours balances this beautiful citrus with light and delicate teas from Africa and high altitudes from India. Now that's interesting. I've not had an Earl Grey tea that has an African blend in it. Usually the Earl Greys that I've tasted before, they're exclusively Indian blends. So this is probably going to be a little bit different to the Earl Greys I'm used to, because African teas I find have a lot of a stronger taste than sort of Indian or China teas and other teas like that. So we have lemon and orange tea. Tea and citrus fruits go together famously well, so we've created a delicate blend using light teas from Africa and high altitudes from India, paired with the vibrant zesty flavours of lemon and orange. So that's going to be an interesting... I'm hoping that the fruit notes come up a little better, because sometimes I find with fruit flavoured teas, not fruit based teas or tisane, sometimes they dominate too much on one flavour, either the tea or the fruit flavours, and you don't get that sort of lovely blend. You don't get a mixture. It's usually one dominating the other. The next is the green tea with jasmine. This distinctive green tea hails from China, the birthplace of jasmine teas. Fine grade jasmine flowers are sprinkled onto delicate green tea leaves in late spring, a traditional method which infuses them with lusciously sweet floral notes. Okay, and the penultimate one, the organic peppermint. The clean, fresh taste of peppermint is traditionally used to help digestion and clear your head. We only use the finest peppermint leaves dried quickly after picking to preserve their flavour. And they make a deliciously vibrant infusion. And last of all, we have organic chamomile. The clean, soothing, slightly honeyed chamomile is traditionally used to help you relax. We buy the finest chamomile flowers available for deeply comforting infusions with a beautiful flavour. Okay, so as you can see here, they've had a Queen's Award, a prestigious award in British business. It recognises our work to build a resilient, sustainable supply chain. So, Tailors of Harrogate, they mean business. There's more about their partnership with the Rainforest Alliance. All the green and black and green teas in this pack are 100% from Rainforest Alliance certified farms. So I'll put some more information there as well. So there we go. You get 8 varieties, you get 6 packs in the variety. And also, as you can see, ethical tea partnership. So this is it's good quality tea, and it's ethical as well, and it's British. So as you can see, blended and packed in the UK by Tailors of Harrogate, North Yorkshire. Right, so we've had a look at the company and the varieties. Now let's get brewing and get into the tasting. Okay, so we've had the Tailors of Harrogate teas brewing for a little while now, a couple of minutes. And as you can probably tell, the vast majority of them are quite dark in colour. If you look at the English breakfast tea, it's a sort of dark mahogany reddish colour. The decaffeinated is a slightly lighter brown colour, more sort of honey brown than mahogany brown. The Earl Grey too is a slighter, more reddish colour, whereas the Assam, as is wont, is quite dark in colour. A slight shade darker, I'd say, than the English breakfast tea. The lemon and orange also is quite dark, but has a slight orangey redness to it. And there's quite a pleasant fruity aroma coming from it. The green tea is a slightly lighter colour, almost yellowish green, slightly orangey hints about it, not quite as dark as the black tea varieties. And if we look at the organic peppermint, as is usual with peppermint brews, it's quite a dark colour. And the organic chamomile, again, there's a bit of a sort of sweet honey aroma coming from this particular cup. It's a sort of dark yellow, slightly orangey colour, honey coloured, light honey, as is usual, with a chamomile. So we're going to set up and we're going to taste these. I have high hopes for these teas because they are a premium variety, and I hope I'm not disappointed. Okay, we're going to kick off procedures with the English breakfast tea. It's quite a dark tea, quite earthy, malty scent. It has a depth to it. It has somewhat of a strength. Smooth. It's smooth, it's springy, there's an earthiness to it. It's not bitter. It's got a bit of a kick to it, I'll admit that, but it doesn't leave a bitter aftertaste on the tongue. So it has a punch to it, a nice kick me out of bed feel to it. Very good English breakfast brew. So we're going to try the decaffeinated version. Although why anyone would want a decaffeinated breakfast tea, I think the idea of breakfast tea is to get you up in the morning, so the idea of a decaffeinated version is a bit moot. Again, nice strong scent. It's quite passive. It's not as strong as the regular version. Again, quite smooth, not bitter at all. Not as punchy as its caffeinated counterpart, I'll give it that. A bit too mealy, I think, for my taste. I like my tea with a bit of punch in it. Okay, next we're going to try the Assam. Nice dark colour, nice full-bodied aroma. I can sort of smell the malty, almost chocolatiness in it. Oh, that's strong. Oh, a bit bitter. Not the smooth maltiness you'd expect from Assam. Very quite strong. This is a sort of afternoon pick-me-up tea. So when the energy's lagging. So good strong cup of tea, that. Not quite as malty as I thought it would be. Okay, now we're coming to the Earl Grey. Of course, Earl Grey, my personal favourite variety of tea. Lovely citrus notes there. Got the bergamot right on, it's not dominating. There's springy aroma to it. Nice citrus flavours, not too soapy. That's the difficulty with some Earl Greys. They can sort of wander into almost soapy territory, but this is a good blend between the tea and the citrus notes. It's fresh, it has the right amount of punch. Not quite as good as some Earl Greys that I have tasted in the past, but it is a contender. Okay, so now we have the lemon and orange tea. Give this, oh, very citrusy. There's a sort of creaminess about it as well, sort of floral, fruity, sort of more sort of zesty than juicy, if you know what I mean. It has more of the zest of the fruit than the actual juice, so there's a sort of sharpness to it. Bit of an odd taste, this one. The lemon and the orange doesn't quite gel with the tea, I don't think. It's guilty of what I find bad about some Earl Grey varieties, slight soapiness to it. The tea is quite strong, but the sort of citrus fruit elements to it don't quite gel in my palate. I think it's because it's more zesty than fruit. It could be more fruity rather than zesty. It would be more palatable. But said that, the tea is quite inoffensive, but not as practically punchy as I like my sort of fruit flavoured varieties of tea. Okay, now we're having the green tea with jasmine. Lovely floral scent, immediately hits you as soon as you smell it. Wonderful Chinese jasmine variety, evocative of meals in Soho, and absolutely beautiful aroma. Let's give it a taste. Oh, that's smooth. It's not overly floral. The green tea isn't overly strong. This is a very good jasmine variety. This goes well. This would go well with a meal. It's quite delicate. It's strong where it has to be, but overall it has a delicacy of flavour. It's not overly floral. The green tea element is not too strong. Lovely, springy, pure kind of taste. Okay. Penultimate one, we have organic peppermint. Now, the problem I usually have with peppermint and mint varieties is they can be quite oily. I'm hoping, as this is a sort of premium quality variety, that I don't get that oiliness. Wonderful aroma, straight talking. Peppermint goes straight for the punch, no oiliness. That is a good peppermint. I have to admit, that is a very, very good peppermint flavour. It goes smooth, it's not oily, it's punchy with its peppermint. There's a good aroma, a good taste. It coats the palate quite evenly. There's no bitterness to it. It has a pleasant minty aftertaste. And finally, we have the organic chamomile. It's a lovely honey coloured, pale, lovely floral aroma coming from it. I've tasted quite a lot of chamomiles in the past, including freshly cut chamomile. So I'm hoping this lives up to that standard. Sweet, it's floral, it's honey. It's not overly floral, which is a good thing. It has such the sort of honey-like and floral, and I'm going to keep saying floral because it has a sweetness that's not artificial. It's beautiful, light, delicate flavour, and that is a lovely chamomile, I must say. Okay, so in summation, the assortment speciality teas. Overall, quite a good premium selection. Little disappointed maybe with the lemon and orange tea. Could be a bit more fruity. And the decaffeinated, well, it's a decaffeinated. The decaffeinated tea, again, it's decaffeinated, so it's going to be a bit of a lighter touch. But where this particular variety wins is in the sort of more esoteric flavours, such as the peppermint, the chamomile, and the jasmine tea. I particularly like the jasmine tea. The Earl Grey, of course, could be a little bit more, to be honest. It's perfectly standard, but you know, I like my Earl Greys to be something a bit more. I can't sort of articulate it, but it's there. So Taylors of Harrogate, on the whole, quite a good variety. If you're looking for an individual cup, I definitely go for the green tea, or the more sort of tisane, the peppermint and the chamomile. Okay, so that was Taylors of Harrogate, and that's the end of the video. I've been Cinnamonic, you've been watching The Tea Drinker. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.